I got a lightsaber shaped package. I'm going to open it up and show you what's inside. Today on Darth Rage Reviews.
Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Greetings, Force fans, and welcome to another episode of Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force. Recently had a subscriber tell me that he felt like your source for the Force would be a really good name for a podcast. So you guys tell me, do you want to see a Your Source for the Force podcast where I get on and talk with folks about Star Wars? Because I've got all kinds of free time, and that's the kind of thing I need to do. But honestly, if y'all want to see it, it'd be something I'd look into doing. So let me know. Your Source for the Force podcast? Yeah. Well, let's get to the fun stuff, guys. I got a package. So way back in the very beginning of all this YouTubing and interwebbing that I started doing, I got into it doing lightsaber reviews. And then I kind of got out of the lightsaber reviews and more focused on the cosplay and props and things like that. However, recently, a lightsaber company, Nsabers, reached out to me. They wanted to send me a lightsaber for me to review. That seems like a really easy proposition. You want to send me a free lightsaber for me to play around with and talk about? Absolutely. So let's just put this out there. Any lightsaber company that wants to send me a lightsaber to play around with and review, the answer is yes. That also goes for helmet companies, armor companies, prop companies. Any companies that want to send me something, please, I will be your review bitch. Bring it on. So let's get down to the fun stuff. So this is a lightsaber from a company called Nsabers. This is a THQ reseller, I believe. This is my first foray into a THQ lightsaber. And I say that because it's got a blue light on the button. The button illuminates blue, whereas the LGT ones illuminate red, I believe. So I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments if I am wrong, but I believe it's a THQ reseller. So they're called Nsabers, and they wanted to send me this Mandalorian themed hilt. So they offer this in two different varieties. You can get their Pixel version. So it is a Neopixel blade. It's THQ's version of the Xenopixel, or a baselit RGB. The baselit is about $99. The Neopixel version is right under $200. It's $199. And what do you get out of the box? Well, you get, honestly, one of the best free acrylic lightsaber stands that I've gotten from any, lightsaber company. That comes in the box. The lightsaber hilt itself, a blade, as well as a blade plug. So you get all of that for that $200. The baselit, I don't have, so I'm not sure about. So I'll be talking exclusively about this Neopixel version. So it comes with 16 different sound fonts, all the sound fonts that you want. There's going to be Luke, Darth Vader, Cal Kestis, Rey, the Dark Saber, lots of various different ones, 16 total sound fonts in there that come included on there. You get various different ignition styles included with the saber. You get flash on clash, you get lockup, you get tip melt, you get drag, you get gesture controls. You get the coolness that is the Neopixel blade. They include different blade styles, including the rainbow blade, so those of you that want that. And the cool thing about this style of Neopixel is that there's no programming required. Profi can be very difficult. CFX is not quite as hard, but it still requires, to change these things, requires some programming, a little bit of programming experience and a little bit of work. This is all kind of comes pre-programmed, ready to go, and you can pick and choose between the different ignition styles, blade styles, and sound fonts that you want. So it's really user-friendly, great entry-level lightsaber. So enough about me talking about it. I think you guys probably want to see what this thing looks like. So we're going to take a quick pause here. Let me drop some of these lights so you can see the blades better. Let me put the blade on there, and we'll take a look at this Mandalorian-themed lightsaber from Nsabers. Let's take a look. All right, we're back. The lights are dimmed. We've got some mood lighting here, so we can take a look at what this thing looks like ignited. So let's turn her on.
Power on.
And let's take a look. Let me see what font we're on first. So in order to change fonts, you hold this for 4 flashes. I just want to make sure we're not on something silly like the Dark Saber. There we go. So this was going to be, I believe, Grievous. So this is a Grievous font. So this is both button controls and gesture controls. So if you want to turn it on with gesture controls, you simply twist it. Twist on, twist off, or just tap the button as well, and that'll do it as well. Let me find a different font. I don't like that sound very much. A little better. So a different blade style there. So let me show you, kind of walk you through the different functions that they have. Well, the blade's off. You can change between the sound volumes by holding it for 1 flash, and there are 3 different levels.
Medium volume.
It's medium. Mute.
Loud volume.
Loud volume. I don't really experience any kind of crackle with the loud, so I just leave it on loud. 2 flashes are for your ignition effect.
Ignition 2.
Pretty cool.
Ignition 3.
Kind of a stack ignition. Sorry.
Ignition 4.
Another pretty cool one. I like that the preons go with these as well, so they have the sound effects already added in there.
Ignition 5.
Another cool one.
Ignition 6.
And kind of stacks from the top and comes across.
Ignition 7. Ignition 8.
Got some cool sound effects with these ignitions.
Ignition 9. Ignition 10.
Pretty cool.
Ignition 11.
All these, again, come pre-programmed and pre-included in there. Kind of ramps up. I like that one.
Ignition 1.
And then just your standard. So then the next one would be your different blade styles, and that's 3 flashes.
Basic 2. Basic 3.
The different basic blades.
Basic 4.
Rainbow blade, as promised. So all of those different things with 3 flashes. 4 flashes change your sound fonts. And again, 16 different sound fonts in there, everybody that you're going to want, you know, any sound font that you're going to want on there. In addition, flash on clash. So when it's on, flash on clash is just a tap. And it varies up where that flash is going. I love that. The lockup is hold it. Wait, hold on. Hold it for a second, then let it go. That's your lockup. Tip drag is down and you press the button, tap it, and then for a melt, you hold the button and stab it. And it just brings you up that little melt there in the middle. All those effects are really easy to do. In addition, you can play music with it. I think it's while it's off. So in order to change the fonts while it's on, if you hold the button down and twist it. Oh, what was that? I don't know what that is, but that's cool. That's kind of cool. So to change the fonts, I think it's while it's off. Hold the button, twist. Yep.
Temple Guard. Star Killer.
So all those while it's up, and then while it's down, you can turn on the music or the quotes. Might be music. Hold on. That's the music for the different sound fonts while it's pointed down. You turn that. That's all included in the price of admission there, guys. This is a heck of a saber for $200. You get a really cool Neopixel saber for $200. So let me turn these lights back on, take the blade out, and I'm going to give you guys my final thoughts on this Mandalorian themed saber from Nsabers. All right, so what are my final thoughts on this Mandalorian themed saber from Nsabers? Well, on a 5-point scale, which is what I kind of like to rank this stuff on, I'm going to give this thing a solid 4. $200, great price point. It's a unique emitter on this hilt, 2 different color styles available. And this THQ version of the Neopixel is a great starter saber for somebody that really wants to get into lightsabers, doesn't want to get into the programming, but wants all the cool effects that a Neopixel lightsaber will do. You get this out of the box. So you get the lightsaber stand, you get a blade plug, you get the lightsaber itself, you get a 32-inch blade, all for $200. Even better, if you guys use code Darth Rage when you check out, you're going to get a discount on top of that. So clearly this is a great saber, 4 out of 5 on my scale. Go check them out. And this is not the only model they have, guys. They have pretty much any lightsaber that you want. Canon, non-canon. They've got all the varieties on their websites. Go check them out. I'll put a link in the description to Nsabers. And again, use code Darth Rage at checkout. You're going to get a nice discount on top of that. So Nsabers Mandalorian themed sabers. It's an easy 4 out of 5 from me. Go check them out. Link in the description. Hope you enjoyed this video, guys. As always, I'm Darth Rage. This is Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force.
The circle is now complete. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master.